A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Noles will kick it away to start us off. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. And they'll start the night with a rush and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put...
Intercepted in the first drive, ends with a pick. Touchdown Seminoles! And they turn it into a defensive score.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
The handoff to Johnson. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Smith dropping to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Here's the handoff. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Not the big fella, the tight end. The wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
After the short completion, do they go for the big one on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. Guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. The quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
And the Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Berry. Fires left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Bringing the chop, they're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Caught in the backfield, it's Barres. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Waste no time getting the timeout call. That one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Quick release on the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it all in that last play.
Trying to run, it's Johnson. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Berry. Quickly complete. Gets away from one, finds some space. They get him out of bounds, but a choke play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Big play to start the drive. A little tougher sense. Now a crucial 3rd down on this drive. Catch in the middle. It's Gibson. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Running the red zone, it's Webb. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes defense there.
Dropping back, it's Barry. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted deep in his own end.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle, it's Williams.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the Dome. Smith wants to throw. Under fire. And he's going to go down at the 1.
Oh, that might be a little too close for comfort for me. If I'm a play caller, I want to create some space. I want to take a shot, maybe throw the football down the field. But woof, I want my quarterback to know, like, listen, hey, we're really close. We're a bad spot away from 2 points for the other team.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of him.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. A Mike Stonebreaker, Manti Te'o type play.
And when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down, get in the quarterback's face, make his life heck, really nice job by the linebacker there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That's reeled in, it's Hoffman. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Seminoles looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game 1, now a touchdown catch in game 2. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Smith takes the handoff. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Smith dropping to pass. They've got him at the 27.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get the sack.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They booted away on 4th down. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. It's Berry. Quarterback extends the play. He'll pull it down. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hoffman. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He's looking to throw. The screen, and watch out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Smith wants to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working that left side. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Snagged in the middle, it's Webb. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And the Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Webb. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Seminoles are rolling down the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Webb. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The Noles with the 1st and 10. Toss sweep right. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up here.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Looking left. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Noles. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their 2nd fumble return for a touchdown today.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Duke is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 30 to Florida. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Smith dropping to pass. Here comes the heat.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Makes the grab, and he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
This time on target. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And they did tack on the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Last completion moved the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. They'll send the tight end in motion. Hands it off. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Berry. Makes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Gonna run it. It's Webb. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the option. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
They recovered their own fumble, but now it's third down. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really good third down defense. Nice job playing the option. Responsibility football, but still aggressive downhill, ready for the pitch. Great job getting the guy, getting to him, and getting him on the ground.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And in this situation, late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Caught near the sticks. It's Bettis. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion.
He's going for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end.
Catch inside the 25. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
He'll do it himself on the draw. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal for this offense. Smith wants to throw. Touchdown, Irish! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it.
And it's blocked. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think Jesse...
Oh, he's got some space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the fourth quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air on first down. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Smith dropping to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to get the corner. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Notre Dame right back to the line. trying to get the edge on the toss. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for 6. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed. That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Give to the running back. Shows him the stiff arm. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Gibson speeding down the left side, and it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.